Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where we are currently working on our insertion into Duna. And that burn is happening right now. Excellent. We are going to run out of fuel for this tank momentarily, but we've got this one. It'll be fine. Absolutely no concerns whatsoever. Okay, right about... Boom. Okay, let's go. I really wish I hadn't included these radiators. Oh man, how much do they weigh? Well, that's Delta V we could have used on something else. But I'm going to go ahead and throttle up here since we're now down to our nuclear engine. There we go. And realistically, I don't think... Okay, let's just go ahead and do this. Realistically, I don't think that we need RCS for anything. So I'm going to go ahead and turn SAS on real quick. And then I want to warp to right here. Reason why we're warping so close, I mean, it's pretty simple. It's really just because I want to grab some science over Duna. We've never been to Duna yet this game. Some of us, I'm sure, have never been to Duna at all. Well, this will be your first trip to Duna. This is not technically my first trip to Duna. I have gone to Duna maybe twice? Something along those lines. Well, let's see here. Where exactly is it? It's around here somewhere. Oh, we still have another 120 days. Yeah, we're still a long ways away. Should be drawing relatively close now, though. Here pretty soon. I'm sure I'll see it soon. I don't think we're coming in significantly above or below it, so it should be pretty much on this plane here. I mean, we're over Duna now. Still don't see it. Okay, where exactly are we? So, relative to the way we're facing prograde. So it's basically ahead of us. Oh, there it is. Hi, Duna. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab our temperature scan. Transmit that for a sweet, sweet 20 science. And then atmospheric pressure scan. It's as if we're in a vacuum. Sweet, sweet 30 science. Excellent. Can we get any more out of that? Nope. Mystery goo... Nope. Mystery goo observation. I mean, 15 science. Let's wait until we're in a lower orbit. Well, wait. This one's going over Duna. This one is going over Duna in this orbit. We will never be in a low orbit. So let's go ahead and do the mystery goo observation and transmit it. Yes, that is fine. And then let's do our gravity scan. Grab ourselves 40 science. Not enough electric charge. Oh well, we'll get it back. Let's just go ahead and physics warp a bit while our batteries recharge a bit. Of course, the further we go from the sun, the less energy flow we have. We're in direct sunlight here, but we only have half energy flow. There we go. Go ahead and try to transmit that data. That's fine. Transmit it all. Okay. Can we transmit any more data? Nope. Aborting transmission. Not enough electric charge. Well, let's go ahead and start setting up our braking burn here. So let's go here. We'll burn retrograde. Significantly retrograde. Whoa, that's too significantly retrograde. Too significantly retrograde. Okay. Let's burn slightly less significantly retrograde. There we go. In fact, that's significantly less. And I feel like we just encircle it a bit like that. Should be fine. Okay. And now, let's go ahead and transmit that data. Not enough power. Are these on? No, they're not on. Whatever. Once we turn on our engine, then I'll go ahead and transmit again. Which should be momentarily. So, yeah, pretty much right now. Let's go ahead and transmit now. Oof. We ran out of charge. That's very interesting. It doesn't seem to allow us to do partial charge or partial transmissions. I have to wonder why exactly. Where's our Gravioli scanner at? How many bits of data is this that we're trying to transmit? Probably a lot. I'm not actually sure where our negative Gravioli detector is. There it is. Review data. Let's see, 60 bits of data. Okay. I mean, our connection isn't great. Which is perhaps part of the reason why we're having difficulties here. Antenna rating for 15G. I mean, we might want to upgrade our antenna for our Ike orbiter. Perhaps. Because, yeah, this just, not going to work. That's interesting. That's very interesting. What if we were to rotate kind of like this? Would that do any better? Maybe. 7.08. No, we only get 30%. That is highly unfortunate. I really wish it would allow us to just upload the rest of the data once we got a little more electric charge back. It's a little weird that it's not. Like, send partial data. Oh, okay. Now it's sending partial data. Excellent. Now it's going to work properly. Well, okay. Well, that's done. Did we finish uploading it? Yes. Yes, we did indeed finish uploading it. Well, we can grab another 23.2 science, apparently. So, let's just put a pin in that for now. Let's see here. Descending node of 8 degrees. So let's grab this. I'm not sure if it's actually going to give us proper updates here. No, it will not. Okay, I'll just eyeball it. That looks about right. Give or take. Let's see here. Try to line it all up. Not quite. Maybe down a wee bit on this side. That looks about right. Maybe a bit further. Pixel or two. Something like that. Oh, nope. This way. I like it. Right? I think right here-ish. That should be good. Okay, go ahead and execute that node. And in the meantime, we will go ahead and transmit this data, what we can of it. There we go. Not enough electric charge. Yep, 14 data received. So we are receiving a little bit more data. And there, we got 44 data. So did that give us... Oop, go ahead and grab that gravity scan over the Midlands. And we'll try to transmit that. Yeah, we'll get back to it. Okay. Allow partial. That's fine. Transmit data. Okay, we're done. Well, let's grab it again for an additional 6.4 science. 8 data received. And we're just gonna continue transmitting when we can. And then, right over here, I think, actually right over here, we're gonna go ahead and... What the? I think it's because it's trying to transmit. 2 data received. Yeah, let's just warp up a bit. Just physics warp. Oh, it's because our connection is flickering on and off, I think. We're having a bit of connection difficulties, it would appear. Which is interesting. Oh, is it because of line of sight issues? No, just range. Okay. It's a little weird. Okay, so let's go ahead and... No. Please stop. Oh boy. Oh, I think we're losing that connection because of our power. Let's go ahead and warp over here a little bit. There we go. Excellent. Hey, Midland Sea. Well, let's transmit it. Excellent. So, we clearly need more power generation on this thing. That's an optimization to make for the next one. For this one, it'll suit our purposes, but we now know a couple of things that I want to change on this. I want to ditch the radiators. I want to maybe upgrade the antenna, if we can. And then our power generation is clearly insufficient. As well as perhaps our power storage. So we'll maybe add on a battery or two and change up our solar panels. Things like that. Won't be too bad. Okay, are we just about done uploading this data? I think I'm gonna just go ahead and normal warp until that's done. There we go. Excellent. There we got all of our data. And now I'm gonna go ahead and bring this on back to be roughly correct. Let's see here. I don't actually want the descending node visible. Stop showing me the descending node. I want this periapsis and this periapsis. So the one that we want to match is this one. So we need to go a little bit further out. Six, 4, 5, 5. Right there. Good enough. Execute that node. And for the meantime, I mean, we could transmit a little bit more data. We'll go ahead and do that. 16 data received. And it will continue uploading more data. But yeah, we clearly need a bit more powerful of a signal and a lot more powerful of energy generation in this thing. That's pretty clear. But once we've achieved this orbit... Oh, hey, look at that. Ike is quite close, too. Ike is very small. It's not as close as I thought. Apparently also not as small as I thought. Anyway, hello, Ike. Okay, there we go. We'll grab this gravity scan over the Highlands. And we'll transmit that. And then, while that's happening, over here, at this periapsis, I'm going to go ahead and... Oop. Okay. We're going to go ahead and warp over here. There we go. We're good to go on that. And now we're not that shrinking. We're going to shrink this, but not quite by that much. So 79, 50, 52. Okay. Well, that could take a bit. Let's see here, 79. Oop, passed it. 52. Fantastic. Right there. Execute that node. We've also initiated the first flyby of Duna and gathered the first scientific data from Duna and entered orbit of Duna. Excellent. So this is going to be a 6.2 meter per second burn. Oh boy. We're going to go ahead and transmit this again. See if we can't verify this a bit. Yay, electric charge issues. Yay, relay antenna issues. I didn't think there would be a problem here. But I guess the distances involved are potentially greater. The problem is because we're almost at opposite sides of orbit. I mean, here pretty soon it might be easier to jump over to Moho and talk to the satellite around Moho. Then from there to Eve, and then from there to Kerbal. But for right now, it's fine. We'll have the one around Ike be the major relay, I guess. And then this would be a backup sort of thing. Okay, well, here we are. We are in our orbit, and we have achieved our contract. So, I mean, that's all good. We got paid like 250k. Let's see, we could transmit this. I'm going to go ahead and allow you to stop my time warp. I'm going to start that transmission. That'll take a while. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put in a maneuver node here. And then just warp on forward until we find something new. That's the lowlands. That's the midlands. We're good there. Eastern Canyon. We don't have that. Transmit. Okay. So far, so good. Midlands. I don't think we got full data from the Eastern Canyon. But we'll come back around. Highlands. I think we have full-ish data from Highlands. We'll go ahead and retransmit this. There we go. That'll be awkward. Okay, Midlands. We are good on Midlands. It's going to target 1000x for now. Lowlands, looks like we can send a little more science there. There we go. Midlands, we are good. Islands, we are good. What else do we got here? Midlands again. Lowlands. We're good on Lowlands. Highlands, Midlands, and Lowlands are all good. Craters. That's new. Okay, let's see here. Back over Midlands, we are still transmitting. Islands. Midlands. Lowlands. Midland Sea. We can get a little extra science out of that. What else do we got here? Midlands. Midland Sea again. Actually, can we get any more? Nope. We are good on Midland Sea. Lowlands. Good on Lowlands. Highlands. We're good on Highlands. Midlands. Highlands. Midlands. Now we are just about past our Midland Canyon. Ooh, that's new. We'll go ahead and grab that. Yep, we are still trying to get our warping done. Midland Canyon. We are now past our node, but I want to loop around a little bit and get to one of these biomes over here. I think it was the craters one. Midlands, that's fine. Lowlands. Midlands. Lowlands. Midlands. Midland Sea. Lowlands. Midlands. Okay. Oh, there's Duna's craters. That's the one I wanted. Okay, go ahead and transmit that. Fantastic. Okay, I think that's all the data we're going to get off of this thing. So let's head on back to the Space Center, leave that in orbit, and let's see what we've got here. Well, we should have gotten a fair amount of science out of that. Yeah, 927.4. That's not too bad. So we can go ahead and grab Advanced Unmanned Tech. I think. And also high altitude flight. Just get it out of the way. We're almost through the tech tree. What do we got for mission control here? Recover from orbit of Gilly. No thanks. Recover scrap from orbit of the moon. No thanks. Plant flag on Gilly. Been there, done that. Science data from space around Kerbal. Oh boy. That sounds hard. We'll do it. Science data from surface of the moon. We'll do that too. Okay. From space around Kerbal, you say? Oof. Oops. I don't think I clicked on the VAB. I'm pretty sure I clicked on mission control. I might be wrong. Or rather, tracking station. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. Okay, you're orbiting Kerbal. Let's transmit some data. That'll be perfect. Wow. Look at this. We don't even have the antenna deployed. Okay. Well, now it is. Let's go ahead and log the temperature and transmit that. Work complete. Let's see, we made 20K. I mean, that was a particularly high thrill mission right there. But hey, 20K is 20K. And now we need to get science data from the surface of... what was that? Surface of the moon. Okay. Well, I believe that's our stationary science platform, is it not? We're about to find out. Yep. That sure looks like a stationary science platform to me. Oh boy, I love how it's just wiggling. Okay, well, we are here for one purpose, and that is not to destroy the stationary science platform. Instead, our goal is to find on here a thermometer and transmit that. There we go. Contract complete. Made about 50K for it. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, the stationary science platform. I love it. I love it so very much. Okay, so now, quickly, before I end this episode and completely forget everything that I was going to do, I want to go ahead and make those changes to the Odd One Mark III, which is the one we just flew. Okay, first things first. We are currently running an RA-15 relay antenna. We can get an RA-100 relay antenna on this thing. It'll be hilariously oversized. However, it is much better rated. Alternately, we could put on a Communitron 8888, which is only a direct antenna, but has the same rating. Okay, we definitely want a relay. This here is a direct antenna with 15G, so that's the same as this. So I think we have to put on an RA-100. That'll wreck our fairing a little bit. Whoa, what the... get out of here. And you, get on here. There we go. That'll wreck our fairing a little bit, but we can fix that. We're just going to go ahead and delete that fairing. Now we want to ditch these radiator panels. Whoops. Don't want to do that. I want to ditch these radiator panels. And then I feel like we ditch these photovoltaic panels here, as well as these dinky little guys. At least for now. We do have a rechargeable battery pack on here. So let's go... Whoops. Tabbed out of the game. Okay, so let's have... Let's ditch the dinky little gravity? Let's ditch the dinky little battery pack. And we'll stick on a Z1K. That's better. And let's see, we'll put a second Z1K on. That should be plenty. Let's see here. What else do we need? We need power generation. I'm going to go ahead and put the negative gravioli detector right there. And we are going to be using, for our power generation, Gigantors. A pair of them. Now, these two solar panels should, in theory, be enough power to power this thing. The other thing I wouldn't mind doing, actually, is taking the computer flight unit up here, as well as the seismic accelerator, sticking all of our science experiments on the pod itself, I think. Oh hey, we are on mirror. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, let's go ahead and have you right here. We don't need two of these. Is that two thermometers? We don't need two thermometers. Okay, there we go. We'll put the barometer over here. The mystery goo we'll put right here. Kind of taking up multiple slots here. And then over here, I mean, there really isn't that much else that I want to put on this thing, realistically. So I think we'll just leave this slot open over here. In fact, we could maybe move the thermometer here. Like that-ish. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is remove the fairing, remove the decoupler, remove the engine, remove the solar panels, remove the fuel tank, and we're just going to stick on some xenon. I really want to use xenon because it's OP. Fuel tanks. Xenon. Okay. And now we simply want one of... Am I blind? What is happening? Here, we want a dawn on here. Oh boy. Okay. And then we want our Gigantors in two-way symmetry to be right here. Okay. In theory, these solar panels should do the trick. They're kind of hilariously large. So, let's see here. I just want to double check here. We had, what, 4 of these. So they had an electric charge of 1.6 per second. And we also had a few of these, I think. No, I think they were these. 0.3 per second. So ultimately, the big ones were 1.6 per second. These Gigantors, 24.4 per second each. Plus, we can store up a lot more. So if this isn't enough, then I don't know what is. So my main problem with that decoupler there... Yeah, we'll get to you, fairing. We'll get to you in a moment. And in fact, I am noticing a slight issue here. That being, the fairing starts outside of the Gigantors. Let's move the Gigantors up a bit to about here. Them clipping through up here is okay. I just prefer them not to be clipping through the fairing. I have a small issue with this here, so let's go ahead and put on quad-coupled struts from here to here, just to make sure that holds. That'll be fine. And now we'll build this fairing. Right about here, and then pretty much up to here. Basically straight up. I like how it's just slightly clipping outside and not letting me place the cross section because of it. Right? That's why? It's just not liking this cross section at all. What if we put it there? Well, it would let us put it here. But yeah, it doesn't like that. So we're going to have to get a slightly bigger fairing. So let's ditch... Yeah, stop with the fairing. Let's ditch the adapter. Like so. And let's grab ourselves a slightly larger fairing. A 2.5 meter fairing. This should be more than enough. Oh yeah. That's fine. Stick that on there. Glorious. Now I just want to, because I'm a little bit paranoid whenever there's harsh size changes like this, I just want to add a couple of struts straight down like that. Just to make sure that we're well connected. Okay, let's check our staging. And yes, this video has gone a little long. There we go. Side couplers are next. And then nuclear engine, fairing pops off. I mean, that'll have probably already happened by this point. And then the probe itself decouples from the second stage. And then the probe's ion engine. Excellent. So this is a very, very high-tech probe. Approximately the highest tech that we could have gotten. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about the fact that the relay antenna is technically not connected to the rest of the probe. Okay, you know what? If you're that concerned about it, let's just put some struts. Never mind. We can't put struts there. Well, I guess that's not happening. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and save this as the odd one, Mark IV. Because this is definitely a new generation of probe. Looks like we can't really get at that thing. That's fine. It'll go away momentarily. Oop. Got it. Excellent. Okay, so this thing is ready to launch, and next episode, we will shoot it in the general direction of Ike. See you all then.